as Charles and Darnell continue watching the WWE matches inside the arena of WWE SmackDown. What happens backstage was the biggest issue. The infected security guard came in, and he saw so many people he can actually infect the entire backstage. As that happens, everybody was in a panic. The infected security guard just keeps biting until everybody turn into infected as well. And so this was supposed to be the time of their lives, but all of a sudden, until all of a sudden, oh, easy. Sorry about that, folks. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. The infected went through the stage, went from backstage and into the entrance. While the matches were still playing, the matches were still going. The infected was starting biting the rest of the crew. And then Charles had a sense. Charles had a sense of what was going on. And then all of a sudden, the infection has spreaded. Some are infected, but some are still not. Some are infected, but some are not. And some of them actually tried to escape, but many infected has came toward them, biting them off. Also, it's the same for the wrestlers as well, as they try to struggle to survive. But they too have been infected as well. So now, their entire wrestling night has now become a wrestling fright fest. zombies everywhere. Zombies everywhere. Everybody fighting for their lives. And for Charles and Darnell, thought of another plan. Thought of a access, a special access of their own. Special backstage access of their own. Thank you. There were no guards. There were no guards, no police officers, even though they are handling the situation. Charles and Darnell had sneaked their way through until they spotted Diva's locker room, which hopefully Tori and Sable are inside. But they had their opportunity anyway. But the reason why they managed to get inside the Diva's locker room is to tell them something was happening of a horror that has absolutely happened on their night of their returning night to watch wrestling live. The infected is on a rampage, biting anyone that gets near it and being turned. It would be hundreds, thousands more, maybe even millions if it hits the streets. But there's only one way, and one way. They must stop them. But even though Tori doesn't believe anything they say, unless an infected breaks the door and Tori just absolutely she was terrified, alright, but even though she was about to be infected. But Charles made one ultimatum. He was going to say Tori himself. Pulled out a sword. Splitting the infected in two with its infected blood all over Tori. But luckily, Tori was not infected. Hopefully, not in the mouth or in the eyes, or but even though it was a rescue effort to save a fellow diva, and a lady, sort of say. So now, Darnell managed to made himself an instant blockade, but even though it will not hold long, as the infected will try to come and bite them and turn them to infected if they don't have a plan of escape. Charles got a sword. As for, he gave Darnell a long piece of wood. The blockade was destroyed, and they were ready to feast until we'll be back.